Uh, do you often address your wives with disrespectful words, or because I saw videos of you on Bigo before where
Uh-huh.
you had called Malia and a few of your other wives bitches, and I just wanted to know what your opinion on that was.
All right, so if you, it's gonna be kind of hard to explain if you ain't from the hood.
Oh no, oh no, I've sold drugs. Oh no, I'm from the hood. I'm well
Oh,
articulated. I
okay.
know
So
how to
that
speak. No,
question
no,
is
no, don't
that
get it
question is
twisted. Yeah,
rhetorical. Then it's
yeah.
rhetorical. Then if you from the hood and you listen to hood music, then the question that you just asked is rhetorical. And at this point, you might be trolling. But I'm gonna let you have it.
Yeah, no, my dad went to jail a few times, and he was part of what you would call the hood or the impoverished community. But he never referred to my mother as a bitch. That was one thing I never saw. But I just don't understand how you could claim to be the Messiah and then continuously disrespect women.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not. I don't know what you think of the Messiah is. What is the Messiah to you?
If you're the Messiah, why can't you explain it to
What
me?
is the Messiah to you?
I don't really believe in religious context, so I just have a look and understanding. I don't
I'm
really.
just simply asking you, what is a Messiah to you?
Messiah is a person, depending on whether or not you're Jewish, Christian, or Catholic.
Well, you
A
just said if
Messiah
I'm the
is,
Messiah, right?
yes.
Okay, so what's your definition of what a Messiah is? Because you said if you're the Messiah, then you gave me definitions to what a Messiah should do. So you must have
I
a
didn't give you any definition
you did
to what
because
a
you,
Messiah should do.
but you
I
did
asked you if you were a
retrospectively.
Messiah, could you tell me what a
Listen
Messiah
what I'm
is
saying to
from
you.
the
Listen what I'm saying.
Messiah's perspective?
In
I don't
retrospect,
know.
you
Yes,
gave
the
me.
comment who just said
Hold
I don't know.
on,
Yeah,
hold
I don't know
on.
what a
Don't
Messiah
talk. Don't
is.
talk at the
Could the
same time.
Messiah tell me what the Messiah
Okay,
means?
I'm gonna let you go then. You want to get hung up
Okay.
on it, or you want to talk?
I would like the Messiah to explain what the Messiah
Okay,
means to
I
me.
no, you're gonna explain what's Messiah. You're using a word that you don't know what you're using, but you're also
But I
using it.
want you to teach me. You're the teacher, right? You're
I am
Baba
the
G.
teacher, but when I'm telling you, I can't teach you nothing if you think you know everything.
But I just asked you to be taught. So am I
No,
not willing
no.
to be
What you
learned?
said. Hold on. You have to listen. Don't. You got two ears and one mouth, baby. Two ears and
Okay.
one mouth. Okay. That
Mhm.
means you should listen more than you talk. Now
Okay.
listen up. First of all, you already have a definition in your mind of what Messiah is because you gave a definition retrospectively by saying, if you are the Messiah, then I feel like you shouldn't be doing this and this. So therefore, you have a definition in your mind of a Messiah because at the end of the day, you just told me if I'm the Messiah, what I'm supposed to be doing.
No,
So
I think you misconstrued it.
I'm asking you
I
right now,
really
what is
was
your,
asking.
I'm asking you right
When
now,
I
what is,
asked,
I'm asking you right now, what is your definition of a Messiah? Because you said, if I was the Messiah, I wouldn't be doing this or that. So I'm asking you, what is your definition of Messiah?
okay, so a Messiah to me is it's related to religious context. So when I think of a Messiah, I think of the Jewish idea of what a God is, or a high figure, someone who should be worshipped, a Messiah.
Okay, so there lies your problem. Your
Okay.
definition is misconstrued about what a Messiah is, and you're putting that on me and judging me from that standard.
No, I
There
just
lies
wanted
your
to
problem.
know,
No, you're holding
as
me
a
at a standard
Messiah.
of a religious white supremacist standard.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So if you are not into the Bible or you're not. You said if you're the Messiah, so you're talking about white Jesus, right?
No, what I asked you was, if your wives call you Baba G, usually you're referred to as Chief or Messiah, as someone who gets referred to as those names, what do you feel as though Messiah means to you?
Well, that would have been a good question before you said if I was a Messiah
I
and
I did ask you. I said, as a Messiah, what does a Messiah mean?
right,
I
what I'm
was
saying to
asking.
you, it would have been better for you to ask me my definition of Messiah rather than already assume that your definition of Messiah was what I was being. That's the problem. You're looking at me, judging me from your definition of
Oh
what.
no, I'm not judging you at all.
I mean,
At all.
okay, well, let's look up the definition of judge. Do you know what the definition of judge is?
Um, I like to think I know, but I'm sure you're gonna pull up the definition and explain it.
Would you like to read it? Here, I'll help you out. Here you go. Would you like to read it? What does it say?
Sure thing. Okay, I'm gonna read a
Let's read the verb because it's an action
form
that was
an
taken.
opinion or conclusion about. I didn't form an opinion about you. I asked you, as the Messiah, could you explain to me, a person who doesn't know what
This is
Messiah
being
means to you?
recorded, ma'am. That's not what you said. You said if you was a
Okay.
Messiah, how can you be smoking and drinking? That's what you said.
I asked you, as a Messiah, is it
No,
okay to
you
smoke and
said
drink?
how can you be the Messiah and you doing it? So listen,
I said, do
listen very
Messiahs
closely.
smoke and drink? I said,
Listen.
as
If
a
you keep
Messiah.
talking over me, I'm gonna hang up on you.
All right.
To judge means to form an opinion or conclusion about. So when it says, who are you to judge? That means that you made an opinion about somebody or you have a conclusion in your mind about them.
Okay.
Okay? So let's not make judgment. And it's okay to judge because we all have to come to conclusions and make opinions about stuff. But you have to make fair judgment, meaning that it says you should make proper measurements on judging first. That's why I'm going into the details of what Messiah means to you, which I'm learning is based in white supremacy.
Um, okay. I also just that the Christ consciousness, and in reality, a lot of the things associated with Christ are embedded with racism and white supremacy. So I was just overall confused based on what I thought a Messiah was. So
Yes.
you have yet to answer my question. Could you tell me what a Messiah is in
Okay, now that we
your
got that
definition?
out of the way, now I can
Yeah.
tell you what the Messiah is. The Messiah is the messenger of God. It's a messenger.
But I've heard you say you were God before in other Big O lives.
We are God. Everything is God. God is consciousness. God is energy.
Okay.
We are all one being in fractal pieces of each other talking to itself. We are God talking to itself.
On frequencies, consciousness,
Intelligence.
and multiple religions.
Yeah, where you at?
But I just really find it a little confusing because
Okay,
uh,
I see what you mean.
listening to hip hop music and participating in the society, wouldn't that be Babylon?
No, actually, it wouldn't be. This would be called connecting with my people. This would be called connecting with my people, socializing with my people. Do you understand what
Okay.
that means?
And yeah, I understand. I
Okay.
definitely understand what that
Okay.
means.
I walk among my
Um,
people. I'm walking among my people, socializing my people. I am one with my people.
do you socialize with the people in Carbon Nation?
They are my people.
But didn't you say early in this live that you were no longer a part of Carbon Nation?
Okay, so there's a difference. There's a difference between. Well, that's a joke. Everybody know that's a joke. You taking that. You taking that literal. That was a
Well,
joke.
I trust what you say, so I did take it literally.
Right, but you have to use discernment, sweetheart. You know what discernment is?
Someone directly asks you, just like
Ooh,
how I'm
look
on
at
this
that.
live now, someone else was on the live asking you if you were on Carbon Nation still, and you said, nah, I'm no longer a part of Carbon Nation.
Okay,
And
this
I
word
think
it goes right
you were in
with the other
Atlanta as
word.
well.
We have another word of the day, y'all. Discernment. Look at that. Look at that. Discernment. You want to read it? What does discernment mean?
The ability to judge well,
There it
in Christian
is.
context.
There it is.
Perception in the absence.
No, let's use your
Okay. I just
discernment.
wanted
It's
to
only
read the
you
second
reading
one.
what was contextual to what we were talking about, which means
Okay.
the ability to
I
judge
was
well. To
reading
have
both
discernment
definitions.
is the ability to make proper judgment and come to form your conclusions properly. Okay,
Hmm.
so
Okay.
let's there it is. You feel what I'm saying? Discernment is the ability to judge well. See what I'm saying? And that's funny. It goes with the word judge, which means to form an opinion or conclusion about somebody.
Okay. I also have just one more question. I don't want to bother you or take too much of your time,
Oh,
but
no problem. As long as we can have a conversation, it's all good.
sure. And I know previously you stated you don't like when people get emotional, so I'm just trying to keep it dead tone and everything. But I just wanted to basically ask, what are your opinions on abuse and verbal abuse, and when it comes to domestic relationships and domestic violence?
Oh, I have a grave opinion about that. I feel like a man should be able to be the government of his own home. I believe that the woman is his property, his children is his property. I believe he's the police and the government of his own home. Each man is the government of his own self. No man should govern another man at all unless he's a beta, and he needs that government. But and he wants to be a
You,
part of that government, and that's okay because ain't nothing wrong with beta males because you got Indians and you got chiefs. What I'm saying to you is when it comes to females, when it comes to abuse, abuse is when you over discipline somebody. But there's a difference between discipline and abuse. We have to
okay.
set boundaries as men in our homes and in our environment because we are men. And as men and as alpha males, we have to set boundaries with the woman. And sometimes discipline can seem like um, abuse. Like, let me give you an example. If you was to go into
Hmm.
the military at your age right now, you would be going to boot camp. Have you ever seen boot camp before in the military?
Uh, no, actually, no. I have
When you
never.
get
I
a
never was
chance,
interested in
when you get a chance,
military.
when you get a chance,
Hmm.
try to go to a boot camp video on YouTube and look at the military and tell me is that abuse,
Okay.
right? So there's a difference between being disciplined and being and abusing something. Now,
And
if my woman were abused, you would not be able to see them every day because they would be abused.
I also have just one more
An
thing to say.
abused person um cannot really function. They can't function. I don't know if you know what abuse is. You're not really gonna be able to function like that. So and at the end of the day, there's a difference. And if you're minding other people's business and you're looking from the inside out, which you probably
Mhm.
shouldn't do, um, you may think watching me because I'm an alpha, and if you
Mhm.
may think I'm abusive, you may think I'm abusive, but I'm not abusive.
Oh
I'm
no,
just saying.
alpha and beta. I have a very conflicting
Wait, hold on.
relationship
Don't
with
don't
those
don't don't
words
interrupt me yet. Hold your thought.
because
Hold your thought, baby. Hold your thought.
okay,
Now, you might confuse abuse with discipline, and I'm not putting up with no shit, and I'm stern. That's manhood. You might you
okay,
might you might think to yourself, well, shit, this nigga abusive, right? He's abusive
oh
because you
no,
never
I
you
I just
never
asked
you
you. I
never
only
probably
asked you what your
encountered with
views
a
on
you
abuse
very
were.
never really encountered with a man. You never had many encounters
I've
with
had
men
yeah,
because most of the
I
real
have
niggas is locked up or either dead. So what you're watching is a rare breed. I'm a rare breed. I'm a dying breed of men in this world that we have because most of us end up locked up or in jail because a motherfucker hating on them.
totally.
Okay? But if your
And
daddy ain't a real
also
nigga, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard for you to understand that. If you ain't never been around, if your uncle ain't a real nigga, it's gonna be hard for you to be around because you ain't never really heard nobody. You ain't never heard him
I
talk. You ain't
agree
never heard his thoughts. You ain't never been in his presence. At the end of the day, you never know what a real nigga is because you ain't never been in real nigga presence. So it's very shocking to you, and it seems like it's abuse, but it truly isn't. It's just a man being firm and on his boundaries, laws, and principles, and standing on those firm. And if a man is uh, expressing dominance in any kind of way in this country, he's considered a abuser because he's an alpha and he ain't putting up with no shit.
may I say something about alpha and beta?
You can give your opinion, sure.
Um, this isn't really an opinion, it's more of a fact. Alpha and beta are Greek words, and the origin of those
All
words
the
are
words that you're using are
actually,
Greek words.
but actually, can I finish my thought?
Go ahead.
Alpha is the definition of a older man who goes out to war and is an active veteran. And a beta is a younger male who used to stay at the Greek training camps and awaiting his age to go out to war. Now, what I'm saying with this is alphas and betas used to engage in sexual intercourse, and there was an entire island called Lesbos where they would leave the women there and only grab them in order to rape them and
Okay,
procreate.
hold on. We're gonna have to stop you right there because now you've gone far left and you're getting off the
Okay,
subject and you becoming weird. We're not gonna go there. Now, remember the word of
okay.
the day. There's two words of the day. There's judge and discernment. Discernment,
Discern.
judge is to form a conclusion or opinion about something.
He's going through cognitive dissonance. I
No, it's
have a
not
few words
cognitive
as
dissonance.
well.
Hold up. Don't listen. Here's the thing.
I'm
You
in
on my
college.
listen,
Yep.
listen. You on my live. You on my house. You gonna respect my
Oh, I
rules.
am. I
And
am in your house.
sometimes I'm gonna cut you off because I had that
Yeah.
priority because you in my
My
house.
father never cut me off. That's
Okay, then
just,
I
I
ain't
don't
your
know what your
daddy. I ain't your
definition of
daddy.
a
I ain't
man
your daddy
is.
now. I ain't your daddy. I ain't your daddy. Now you in another man's house. You in another man's live. Don't disrespect me. Number one. Number two.
I
Sometimes I
never
might
attacked
cut
you
you
or
off.
disrespect.
And number three is if you keep talking while I'm talking, I'm just gonna let you go.
If you can talk while I can talk, sir, I also will talk while you talk.
No, that's gonna be your problem in the real world when you run into a real nigga or you run into a real bitch that's gonna smack the shit out you because you running your motherfucking mouth too much. You be very confident in your little ignorance. You gonna run into the wrong person and they're gonna straighten you out. You feel me? I tried to help you, but you gonna run into the wrong bitch, wrong nigga, and they're gonna straighten you out. Keep going around with that attitude. You're young and dumb. You feel me? And that's why it's so tough for y'all L7 square ass niggas in this world. Because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? What you gotta realize is you can't understand reality. You live in a fantasy world called white supremacy. You don't understand reality. You don't understand how real niggas, real bitches think. You understand? And you never will. You gonna be confused as you grow up in this world. And hopefully they gentrify the shit out of this world enough for you to be in your little fantasy.